Welcome back to Countdown to Christmas, the Post Apocalyptic Show. Today's movie is 2018's Sick for Toys, directed by David Del Rio and written by these people here. It's always easier than to butcher names. Sick for Toys is the story of a brother and sister who live together. Her parents were killed from storytelling, abusive uncle. The sister is very childlike, maybe drugged because the brother does a lot of drugging of things. We're introduced to Jason, who's tied up in the basement that Amelia, the sister, calls her toy, who she has sex with, and he's just tied up, bloodied in the basement. We find out later that, he met her, went over to her house to basically have sex, and then they basically drugged and kidnapped him. His friend Roy finds a piece of paper, because Jason's missing. Roy finds a piece of paper with Amelia's number on it. He calls her and she's like, oh, I never met up with them. And then, they chat a little bit and then they decide to meet. They meet. She invites him over for Christmas. Christmas is her favorite holiday. And then, she tells her brother, it's like, I want this as my new toy. And he's like, are you sure? Yes. So they drug him. And then there's this great scene at a dinner table of him being drugged, and the way it was edited. Everything about that was top notch. They kill him. They decide to kill him because the brother doesn't feel he's right. They take him down to the basement, and Jason, who's Roy's friend, sees Roy there. They chop Roy up, bury him outside. Through that process, his phone falls out. And then Jason's able to call his girlfriend. Yes, he was going to cheat on his girlfriend. They find him, the sister ends up killing the brother. There's a lot to it. Overall, it sounds like the movie overall was really well done. It looked really good. The direction was really good. It was just really slow. And I don't know if they felt like being slow would build the tension. I just felt a little bored. I feel that, they could have told the same story and just paced it up a little bit. And that might have really just made it, super cohesive. By being, sort of a bottle and, they had a couple locations, but, the main location's just the house. You could have just really expanded on that storytelling. The actors, the brother and sister team were really good. That's their names. I would have just wanted a whole movie of just them telling stories. They were really good. Like I said, the look of it, the DP did a really good job. Everything about this movie was really good, other than just the pacing of it. It's a holiday, it's horror, so it fits into my trope. It was well done. It's just, how sometimes some things just miss that one ingredient that elevates it to the next level. Like Sleigh Bells. This was probably made a little better than Sleigh Bells, but Sleigh Bells just threw so much at it and just kept going that you were just sort of overwhelmed. And Mercy Christmas, pacing was just a little faster, but sort of had a slow burn story as well. But overall, the filmmakers made a very well-made Christmas horror film, and that's the whole point of my Countdown to Christmas. There's not really much else to say about this film. I could probably go on a little more had I not just watched it. It's definitely a film that I'll probably think about a little more, so maybe the slowness is effective. I just wish the slowness it hit me a little harder than it should have, because there's just some moments where it's just like, okay, we just need to keep going. We just need to move this a little faster, or completely play crazy like that drug scene they had at Christmas dinner would have been amazing, because it was just it felt very David Lynchian, but that was the only scene. But it felt all, it was all cohesive, so it wasn't like that drug scene felt out of place. I don't know, David Del Rio did a really good job at directing. It was written really well. I just think there was just little key things that either maybe a small rewrite could have kept it a little more cohesive, or maybe trim it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be like, Transformers fast in editing. It just, pace it up a little bit. But overall, very well done. It's much better than Red Christmas was. But if you saw this film, hit filmmakers up, tell them how much you liked it. It's always good to have positive. If you hated it, don't say anything. No need to be shitty. It's Christmas. But, the whole point, in saying something nice is it encourages people to make new weird stuff. Like, that's why you got to support independent film and just the arts in general. It might not always be your cup of tea, but someone might really love Sick for Toys and think it's going to inspire them to make their own film. Inspiring art is always a good thing. But if you did like Sick for Toys, or if you didn't, tell me your reasons either or. Like, subscribe, comment. And until tomorrow, happy holidays and Merry Christmas.